All right, guys, welcome back. We're just gonna resume where we left off. Actually, my co-host Adama Jackson is actually here to kick off her side of the questions and comments and concerns regarding Reaching Nova. So, Adama, we've actually touched on a lot of things. We touched on his influences, his background, his musical influences, and I mean, I know you're a little bit, different, so you can definitely ask him your personal questions that you want to ask him. So, yeah, take the mic.
All right.
Talk to
Well,
me.
I wasn't really here for it, but I do want to ask this question, and I'm sorry, audience, because I know Hadia asked this question already, but I'm just gonna ask, how did you get started with writing music? Because I feel like that's gonna take me.
I don't think I asked that.
No,
How you
we didn't
missed
cover
that
that.
question? What? Oh no. All
Well,
right.
to answer the question, I used to be heavily involved into poetry. I used to do like a lot of competitions between the ages of 8 and 12, and so from there I just took on writing. I love writing. I'll do journals, blog posts, whatever the
Ugh,
case may
I
be.
can't stand writing.
I just do it for pleasure though. Like I don't do it for like recognition. Well, obviously now I'm making music, but other than that, that's just something that it's personal for me. I just enjoy writing. So in 2003, I started making music and learning the art of hip hop and you know constructing bars and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, that's how I started.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, do you still do poetry? Do you still write poetry?
If I do, it's like in a little journal. Of, like
Aw.
I'll never put it out. Maybe like I hate to say it this way, but I have like some things that I want to drop like after I die.
After
Aw.
you die,
You gotta be ready for that stuff.
who you gonna trust to drop
Right?
it?
Who you writing this to?
Right.
No, it's just I'm right now. I'm making really good stuff, so I could drop something later that nobody's ever heard.
Kind of like a diary to like your fans or something like that. Like kind of like a what's that poet name? I totally forgot. I blanked. But yeah. I can't think. Watch me know her name by the time this interview is over. But go ahead. 'Cause
As soon
Yeah.
as you leave this room, you're gonna be like, oh,
I'm definitely gonna do that. But go ahead.
We'll turn on her live to like get the
I'm
name.
like, guys, I
later.
remember her name. Okay.
But that's kind of dope. Did you? All right. So I know that you're a little up in. I know that you're older than me.
Yeah.
And everything. So to say that you've been doing poetry, was it spoken word? Was it more just you just did it alone in your bedroom? You never shared it with anybody?
it's
Like,
nah. Like, well, again, like when between the ages of 8 to 12 is when I was out there with it. But other than that, now I just like I have a journal, so sometimes I'll write down like what's going on, what I'm thinking, or sometimes I'll just take those thoughts and put them in the form of a short poem or whatever.
So do you consider yourself like an introvert? Like, do you like most of the time just go into your head and sort of live in your own world and then come out and sort of share that with people? But most of the time just go in.
When it comes to my artistic views and anything pertaining to music, I would say that I'm more of an introvert because I like to have more control over the things that I'm doing. I'm like a
Right.
freak like that. But nah, I can do both. Like I'm cool with working with people.
All right, cool. Have you ever encountered a situation where like your creative, where your artistic ability was challenged by something or someone who wanted something different for you in your career?
No, I've never let anybody take control of my career.
Oh,
I don't plan on it.
as
That's right.
right, because there's so many. We were just talking about this in the class that I just got out of. I'm taking an American pop culture class, and we were just talking about hip hop and like the influence in some artists who became sort of sellouts
Yeah.
once they actually got the recognition that they have, always craved. So, I
But
was
that's
just
what he
curious.
actually said earlier. He was saying that's his choice of not wanting to sign to a label, just so that way he can, kind of maintain his individualism and his own creativity when it comes to like music and basically recording at his own leisure.
Right. So who's your team? Like, is your team like a team of friends, like people that you've always known, or did
Yeah.
it build over time with like people who you know? Like,
Both. Like there's some people that are on my team that I trust with my life, the people that I've known for years, and then there's some people that through the business I've met, and it seems that we have a great chemistry together, and we make good moves together, and they're on board as well.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
So, and do you perform anywhere?
yeah. I just performed yesterday at the indie what was it?
I don't know.
VMAs?
VMAs.
Yeah. So I did like.
Wait, you was at the VMAs?
No, the indie
Oh.
VMAs.
Oh, I was like,
just-
well, hold up.
It was in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it was in Brooklyn. I performed at South by Southwest. Not South by Southwest. A3C Festival.
Okay.
I did my own concert. Me and my team put up all the funds behind that. That was dope. And I've performed at SOBs. I've performed at Webster Hall. I've performed at the Pyramid, the Drome. Like, I've done so many shows. You know, like, I've pretty much touched a lot
So
of
here's
New
a
York.
question that I didn't ask earlier.
Yeah.
When you're about to go on stage, what does your mind go blank, or do you have like an alter ego that kind of comes out, like how Beyonce had the whole Sasha Fierce? I know you're a rapper, and it's just totally different. But do you like kind of adopt like a different person or personality or like mindset when you're about to go on stage?
Yeah, nah. This is just always me. Now, granted, I talk a little louder. I project my voice a little bit more on stage.
Well,
but
you're on a mic right now, so
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah. But you get like no alter ego. So I used to go blank. I used to be
Okay.
like, I used to think. Like once you think, you jack things up.
Yes.
You know, so it's like,
Who you telling?
am I gonna? What's the first words of this song? Now the next thing you know, they're playing the beat, and I'm like, oh damn.
Don't
like,
even know
I
your
don't
own
know
song
what's
that
gonna
you
happen.
wrote.
Mishap. When
That's
I was in
happened
high
to
school,
me.
I did a play.
I was
We
there.
went to a high school together, and I did a play, and I just blanked. I did half of my lines, and then ran off the stage, about to cry. It was a hot mess.
Yeah.
So just make sure you
Yeah.
always just like
Yeah.
know your music. You know
Yeah.
exactly what you're about to do, and just don't go blank, please.
Yeah.
That's my advice to y'all. Don't go blank.
Thank God that doesn't happen
Or
anymore.
if you go blank, as I sometimes do, just keep talking. Just keep
Yeah.
talking, and nobody will know that you went blank.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I just don't think. I just go on there, whatever I
Okay,
rap.
good.
I just hope that it comes out.
Right, that's cool. So now that you said that you've performed and everything, what would you say? And I'm trying to figure out a way because it's not what would you say is your favorite performance. Did you ask that already? You can answer that, but that wasn't the question I was thinking of. But you can answer that since it's coming up.
My favorite performance was the concert that we threw. That was on September 24th. I just got to perform the entire album.
Oh, I remember.
right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't even ask that question.
See, this is what I wanted to ask. So you say that like you guys throw a concert, but have you started seeing any has your performances started being lucrative, or is it all like self-funded, like you just sort of like you're really trying to put yourself out there right now, and it's
Both. So the concert that we threw, that was lucrative.
Okay.
But for the most part, if I'm doing anything outside of a concert right now at this point, it's just more or less exposure.
right?
Hmm.
But that's good. Like,
Yeah, that's necessary.
so how long would you say, like, the steps that you've taken, like, how long were you in, like, the beginner phase, and then how long were you in, like, the phase of, like, well, you're still in the exposure
Yeah,
phase,
yeah.
but when did that start? Like, when did you say, I'm gonna take this to the next level and really put myself
I think
out
that
there?
was in 2003.
No, not even.
2010.